So first you take these side covers off. Once the engine's a little bit warmed up, got the oil moving in there, everything's a little bit warm, not hot, but oil filter's warm, it's good. I'm gonna take this side cover off right here as well. These are the standard ones, but I'm gonna take this off just to make things easier. So underneath the bike, you're gonna find two holes in the plastic right here. One that's farther towards the front of the vehicle, which is that direction. Then there's a bolt right there at the very edge of this plastic right there. That's the oil drain, and that's the screen. So you want to drain it first, and then I'm going to pull the screen out to see if there's any really bad stuff in there. What we're going to do is use a 21 millimeter socket to pull off the main drain plug here. So. Get it tightened. There we go. Ooh, yes. What do we got in there? Got some gunk in there, don't we? Should be a screen. Yeah. Okay, so the screen that came out of the middle hole on the ATV has sort of this plug, this O-ring cap right here, which the O-ring still looks like it's in decent shape. It still feels pretty soft, and this picks up the major chunks of stuff that might be in the engine. Putting a little bit of mineral spirits in here and just kind of cleaning the screen off, wiping out that thing. So maybe I'll do that. Just do that real quick. It's pretty nice. It doesn't look alarming. I'm going to clean it off, dry it off. Pretty dry now. Yeah, there's a little bit of metal remnants down here, little chips. Oh, it could have been from the break-in, I don't know. So I'm going to clean that out real quick. Pull that O-ring off. We don't need that solvent anymore. Looks like we got some gunk under there. Yeah. There we go. Alright, looks really nice and clean. I'm assuming it's okay for engine oil because it's, you know, under the oil. There's your screen all cleaned up. 16 foot-pounds for the engine oil drain bolt, similar to the differential. I already put a new crush washer in. I got my torque wrench here all set to 16 foot-pounds. Okay, so now we got to get the oil filter all ready and oiled up. We're going to take this cover off. There's already some oil. There's already some grease on there, it looks like, so that's good. Don't need to do anything there. So the other thing was, I went to take off the old oil filter, and I promptly broke my my wrench. The little spot welds came off, and it just broke. So I went to the store and found one, and I actually found this nice Lisle. I was looking at a bunch of different ones, and a lot of them fit the filter, but this Lisle one seems pretty nice. I don't know if it's made in the U.S. or not. I don't think it is, but No, made in Taiwan. So it's a 65 millimeter. It should fit this. It fits this just fine. What I liked about it is it had nice welds right on the top, and this disc, all the ones in there had this disc on the inside, whereas this one's on the outside. So what happens is you get a situation like this. Let's try it with this one. You put your ratchet on there, and by the time you get that in there, see, it's hanging out about, you know, 1/4 inch inside of the wrench, and what happens is it pushes your filter. I'll show you. It's pretty loose anyways, but it pushes your filter farther out, and then you don't have any bite to that filter. So this one seems to have solved that problem. I don't know what the deal is. Maybe they're the ones with a patent. I don't know, but let's see if that does any better. So that has a little bit more space going that direction. So let's see if it. Yeah, see, that's nice. That's like, it's bottomed out. It's perfect. That's exactly what you want. So what I'm going to do now is take this and pull off the old one, and we'll get that off of there and put the filter on, and then put the oil back in, and our oil change will be done. Yeah, it's turning now. These get stuck on here on these bikes pretty easily. It's off though. Wasn't much oil in it actually. So what you want to make sure is just get this thing clean around it. Make sure there's no dirt and junk, garbage getting in there. These Denso filters are cool because they come kind of pre-oiled. So you just do that. Pop that sucker on there. Now let's torque it. It does have a torque spec. Actually don't like the way that, I don't know. I'm gonna loosen it a little bit. An old school trick with oil is don't fill them like this. You have to really crank them over. The old school trick is turn it this way. Then you got much more control, and you can get it really low. You can do this in a car when you don't have a funnel. You can actually do this, and it's real accurate. Clean. You just set it in there without screwing it in there. Then you take a test. So we're good to go. So what I'll probably do is run it, start it up tomorrow, and then just make sure the level is correct, and then make the final adjustment. So one thing you got to remember to do after your job, after you've been working with a torque wrench, is before you put it away at night, what you want to do is take it down to 0. You want to take it all the way to the bottom. Right there, I'll show you. And it's below the thing registers at 15, and it's quite a bit below that, but it's basically right where it stops. And that's where you don't want to force it. You just want to leave it right on that last click. What it does is it keeps the tension off of the spring in here. And you know, if you leave it torqued all the way up, you know, to the top range, it could really throw your torque settings off. So what you want to do is just back that all the way down, and then you're good to go to put it away and store it. Alright guys, so that's how you change the oil on a Kodiak 400 2004. And I hope you enjoyed it. It's pretty self-explanatory. You know, it's a pretty basic procedure, but I hope you learned a few little tips and tricks, found some cool little tools along the way, and just some different hints on how to do this stuff. The screen thing that we cleaned out in the manual says that is not recommended as a normal service thing. You got to bring it into the dealer for that. I don't really see why. I've read about it. There's nothing really that can go wrong. You just don't want to get that spring in there weird or cockeyed, because it does collect, you know, if you have big metal chunks or something like that, it does kind of collect the big stuff at the bottom, so it doesn't circulate around the engine. So it's good to take a look at that. It is not as a normal. You don't have to do that to change the oil, but I figure, you know, it's just one more bolt and you get the rest of the oil out. It just makes a cleaner job. So yeah, basically that's the procedure. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you on the next one.